Good evening from Italy, from the Autodrome Laggo Maggiore here in Italy. For the first for the first qualifying round in a while for the Battle of the V's. That's right. Over 12 racers from across the globe will go head to head to see who has the fastest car in order to see if they'll be able to make have the fastest V car. We have more than new we have a whole bunch of new racers. A couple being the V12 Vantage GT312, the 650S GT315, the GTR Nismo GT318, the 962C88, and that's basically all. They were all drafted here at the Battle of the Beast draft. So let's see if they could that these new cars could go in the standings. The rules of the qualifying rounds are simple. 12 racers go. 12 racers will see if they could have the best time here at Autodrome Maggiore. If they have the fastest lap, they will have to check by the end of the race and see if they make it to the standings. If they get to the top three, they'll probably have a better advantage. So our first challenger is the M3 GT 2011. And away we go for the first qualifying round of the Autodrome Maggiore Battle of the V's. Remember, this was the track that Freemax once failed here back at when the Gran Turismo Cup existed. So let's see if Infinimax this race could see if they could master this. We've been waiting a whole mile for this race to come, but now it's finally here. We're finally heading to Italy. But soon the World Cup will shine and we'll be heading to Switzerland for the first of many races. In the Battle of the V's World Cup over in Europe. We're gonna experience pure peakness as we've experienced peak at the Gran Turismo when it existed. Until now, it does not exist. But let's see if the M3 could master these new tracks of the Autodrome Maggiore. As it heads into the finish line to complete the first part of the time trial qualifying of the Battle of the V's at Autodrome Maggiore. In order to make it to the podium, they have to beat a specific time in order to get the fastest lap. For example, right now the time that you have to beat to get the pole position is 2 minutes, 1 second, and 783 milliseconds. I'm at 783 hundredths of a millisecond. Yep, that's our time. That's the time you have to beat. So here in the full course, you have to beat 2 minutes, 1 second, and 783 hundredths of a millisecond. So the next car that will be testing its movements. Okay, now. It's the new one, the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 2015. The one that recently got drafted. Let's see if the new Huracan can master this track as we are lights out away we go for the second time trial of 12. The time starts now. As you all know, the specific compound tires that you have to choose are simple: either racing hards, racing mediums, or racing softs. Pause. But this year, Italian Lamborghini can show the power of a GT3, as it leaves no introduction for any of the rest. Infinity Max will decide on what car he would drive, and that will be his car that he would choose in the upcoming race. Whether it's a faster car or a slower car, Infinity Max will always choose whatever is which. And the Lamborghini is, of course, dominating the paint here. If you're you're in Italy. All you Italian fans out there, welcome home. And if anyone is new to the Italian tracks, welcome. Make yourself at home. As we've entered the last stretch of the second time trial of 12 at the Aerodrome in Maggiore. And this is sponsored by the Infinity Max blog, who Reviews 15 starts production this Tuesday. The logo review will come out this Tuesday at midnight specifically. As the Lamborghini takes 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 979 hundredths of a millisecond, only a second apart from the last record. So the Huracan stays in second, while another Mercedes comes into the play. It's the Mercedes-AMG GT3 2016. And apparently they're planning on changing the wheels to softs in order to get the best time. This is a new one, as it's lights out and we are on and rolling. Half of these cars will be on hards. Most of these will be on mediums, while the others will be on softs. Time is ticking, and away we go. Let's see if the AMG can beat the M3. Or it just falls to the Everglades. We do not want that have to happen. And we don't want another car to fall to the Everglades. What I mean by I don't know what. If you guys ask what the Everglades meant, I do not want to answer. You have to find out for yourself. So we do not want any of the new racers to have fallen to the Everglades with our first racer. And this track is sponsored by Laggo. Drink it up, bitch. So yeah, that's our rules. Mostly no rules, no penalties, no etc. But just use hard compounds. No comforts, no other shit. Just use racing hards, mediums, or softs. Most of these cars will use hards, while the other ones will probably use mediums or softs. As you all know, they probably want to dominate the track. And by the way, there is no gas. Gas is unlimited here at the Battle of the Bees Association. And holy shit, we've experienced history in the makings as the Mercedes-AMG GT3 tops it off and officially does not make history. I was just joking about that, and apparently It's worse than the Huracan. Well, it's not really worse. It's only top 3. So it's now P2. Leaving to the second race. Leaving to our second race. To our fourth qualifier. The V12 Vantage GT3. This is the first time an Aston Martin will enter the race. Well, you get what I mean. You'll see for yourself, basically. The time starts now. We will review the starting grid after the qualifying. And remember, this is a very technical track. You gotta be mindful. And the only rule and the only 2 rules that are here is, 1 is to have either hard, medium, or soft racing tire compounds. And the second rule is to not use a 1,000 horsepower car, because that means you will cheat and then you will be disqualified from the race. It will be replaced with someone else. Basically a restart. This time, instead of using a Le Mans livery, this time it's using a GT World Challenge livery. As you all know, the GT Vantage is also in the World Challenge. Also in Le Mans. I mean, the WEC. So, you get the point. If you're probably wondering why the Corvette got banned from the race, just look at the California race and you'll see. Specifically the one before the All-Star. And with only whatever this time is, with 2 minutes, a second, and 6:62, let's see if the Vantage got its way into the podium. And of course it did, beating the BMW M3 GT311 by 100th of a second, with 2 minutes, a second, 6:62. That's the new time the other races have to be. So here's our current standings. The Aston Martin stays in first. The BMW M3 GT11 is in second. The Mercedes AMG GT3 2016 car is in third, and the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 2015 car is in fourth. So our fifth racer is a new one. It's the McLaren 650S GT3, another 2015 car. Look at this car in all of its beauty. It's lights out for the McLaren. As you all know, McLaren's very young Lando Norris won the World Championship, won the F1 World Championship back in 2025. And they're planning on adding F1 cars into the league. But not until they finish the emergency draft. If the GTR GT500 returns, specifically the R34. So the F1 cars should probably arrive by the start of the new season next year. Which the new season should start in October. Well, not in October, either January or February. I mean, in April, probably. Well, it usually starts in the summer, but we should probably start the season early. So yeah, that's your information. let's head to your cockpit and see how the interior looks. It looks nice. Really get it. And of course, with that move, probably put the LeClaire all the way in fifth due to that dumbass move. And remember, all times are final. All times are final, no restarts. Or if they make a second lap rule, they'll probably have another chance. Which they will probably decide during the World Cup. And of course, the McLaren did absolute dog shit! With 2 minutes, 5 seconds, and 1/8100th of a second. Of a millisecond, to be exact. So the McLaren 650S GT3 is in dead last as of right now. Leaving the next one. The 911 RSR 99117, which that car won last race at the Nürburgring. Let's see if this car could be a standout from the rest. And remember, this wasn't Max's winning car back at the Nürburgring. It was 2 laps of action around the huge Nürburgring 24-hour track. Holy shit! Oh my god, what a drift! Specifically, they only added the second lap rules if you failed that first turn. So basically, or if you did a dog shit move and you want to restart. So for the Porsche, they get a second lap. Oh shit. And probably some new wheels. They're gonna change the wheels. They're gonna change the wheels and find out why. They're in softs. The team bought some new tires. Racing mediums. Let's see if it's the same enough from the rest this time. It's a restart. They changed his tires and now away he goes. Restarting with the information. The Porsche was in pretty much his car and it won the Nürburgring. Yeah, it won the Nürburgring Nordschleife last race. It was a head-to-head race against either the M3 or the RX Vision Audi. Well, not the Audi, the Mazda. That's what it calls it. Let's see if it can restart and be a stand up for the rest. As it sounds like a bomb. Not a bomb, a gunshot from its back. Is it suspension losing, or is it suspension going away, or is it just me? It's just probably your imagination. Thanks for reminding me, Han. Thanks for the pointless information. Okay, now. No, but seriously, let's see if this could be a stand-up for the rest. Glad that he stole. You should be glad that that car still intact after that race where he went for P4. And then he made a comeback and won the Nürburgring. So this might be his. He already qualified for the World Cup. So only the best racers can qualify for the World Cup. And of course, this was a stand-up for the rest, and it has 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 250 seconds. Hundreds of a millisecond. So the Porsche 911 RSR 99117 got third in its position. Leaving next with the RX Vision GT3 concept, which got podium back at the Nürburgring last time. So let's see if the RX Vision can be a stand-up for the rest and get pole position. As the timer starts and our fellow RX Vision starts taking its way to the field. We should probably let you know that the Infinity Max Vlog movie Rebooted 15 is officially confirmed for production. Production starts on Tuesday, August 11th, the day that I go to the Yankees. And there will be, in fact, a prediction for the Yankees versus Mariners game after the final race tomorrow to decide who will win. To decide who will win tomorrow. I meant Tuesday. Look at the inside of this RX Vision. It's beautiful, ain't it? Max is in a Toyota suit. Why? We don't know. But he just probably uses it because of his style. Which we agree on. Looking back, it looks like a police. Holy shit! Oh! A crash by the RX Vision. It crashed into the tires. It just lost a lot of time. They were supposed to be a favor for today, but they won't be a favor now because they might go to dead last. What a horrendous qualifying for Mazda. As Mazda, with a horrendous time of 2 minutes, 16 seconds, and 845 hundredths of a millisecond, gets to sadly dead last. We should probably look at the crash more closer. So the Mazda RX Vision gets to 7th, or dead last. Leaving the next one being the GTR Nismo GT3, another new one, and it's another goddamn Nissan. So let's see if it's not a cheater like its predecessor. I'm talking about that Nismo. Not the Nismo. I'm talking about the GT500. Which is acting like a cheater among the rest. What a horrendous start for Mazda. Going to dead last as of right now for the qualifying. But we'll review its standing when we get to the end of the qualifying. As we are officially 24 minutes in the Maggiore qualifying. We should look at the inside. So high tech, if you get what I mean. So the moral of the story is, don't be a Mazda. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, don't be a Mazda. Be either a Toyota or Nissan. Or maybe even Aston Martin, but it doesn't prove my point. No, just be anything but Mazda. G.I. Joe. Okay, no. So just be anything but a Mazda. Be a Nissan, be an Aston Martin, be a McLaren, be anything but a goddamn fucking Mazda. RX Vision. Not Mazda itself, but an RX Vision. But thank Lord, with now with a scratch in sight, entering its lap with a total of 2 minutes, 1 second, and 715 seconds. We'll see if it reaches the podium or something. We genuinely don't know. The Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 gets second pole position, and it leads with the Mazda stays in last, leaving next the almighty Skyline Super Silhouette, another Nissan. Which I believe it won the All-Star game last time. And I believe it won another race I don't know about. Well, most likely failed due to it. It failed first try, but due to it having low speed, but now has high speed. Thanks to the great minds of Nissan, they found out a way to make this car better and great again. Hopefully enough to get to standings. There are two legend cars here in the standings. One being the Super Silhouette, and another being a car that I don't know about until we get to it. This is our ninth qualifier racer. Which means there are only like 3 more racers until the qualifier ends. Leaving our full starting grid for the race later today. Or in just a few minutes. We're also gonna have to take a screenshot so we can show because of the standings. We need it. Both a screenshot and where it is. As its time slowly ends, and now without a scratch in sight, the Super Silhouette completes a lap. Leaving to see what time he got. The Super Silhouette is in 7th, with the RX Vision stays in 9th, which is dead last. Leaving the next racer is the newcomer, another Porsche, being the 962C, which is a Le Mans car, which was, I believe, the first pick of the 2026 Battle of the Bees. And this might be Infinimax's selection for the race, as he is currently choosing it right now at the VIP suite. whenever it's Aston Martin, something else, you could choose something. Even though he chose another car, he would still probably qualify for as Team USA. And they permitted any 1,000 horsepower cars, including Vision Gran Turismos, or any modded cars. Especially that god darn it, piece of a frickin' whatever that is. I believe we're talking about the Corvette. Yes, I'm talking about the Corvette. Thanks, Ann. You're welcome. Wow, what a grudge for the Corvette. What did they even do? Let's hear from Pretty Max, as he says. Pretty Max, what do you think about the Corvette? I think the Corvette is a piece of shit. I believe the Corvette is a fucking cheater. Whoa, calm down with the profanity. Why is it a cheater? Well, first of all, it won the it won the California race. It tried to qualify, but we all know that it would just cheat its way to speed up. And that car got accused of it was manipulation. But hey, at least this car is not a cheater car. It's just a legend car. Speaking of which, with a whopping 1 minute 53 seconds and 602 hundredths of a millisecond, this officially became the new top leader. What's your selection, Max? I choose the Porsche 962C. It's official, and Max chose the pole position car. And now leaving with the final two qualifiers. The Mercedes-AMG GT320 and the SLS-AMG GR Group 4. For the second to last time, away we go for the qualifying. This car has been a veteran since the start. A veteran like any of the rest. The AMG that started it all. Well, not really started it all, but it was one of the racers that started it all. As y'all know, this is one of the cars that has no series designation V sticker on the right side of the car. That's right. Apparently the livery designer was being lazy as fuck, and they decided to leave the right side blank. But it's still official though. It will be, in fact, American versus. We will find out which team will top up by the rest here in the World Cup. Let's see if it will be any of our teams that competed here. Remember, this will be the round of 12, well, the round of 8, since we only got like 12 competitors in. We probably have to re-edit the logo. Or is it the round of 4? Yeah, I believe it is a round of 4. And the AMG GT3 with a total of 2 minutes, 4 seconds, and 20 tenths of a millisecond gets a random placement that I don't know. It gets 9th. while the Mazda remains still in 11th. How pathetic. No offense. The last racer is none other than the SOS AMG. Let's see if it's a cut above the rest. Here in the final part of our qualifying. This car will officially decide the grid. The time it needs to beat is 1 minute 51 seconds. Here's the view inside. So yeah, we might have to re-edit the logo because it's a round of 12, it's a round of 4, not a round of 12. If it would be a round of 12, then it would be a 2. Fuck. It's a 2v2. I insist on doing a 2v2 with 2 versus 2. So it will be a round of 8 then. The time it needs to be is 1 minute 51 seconds. You don't know if we'll have the balls to make it through, but well, yeah. And of course, like in AMG fashion, it did not beat that time. Let's see if it does not get second to last place. I'm hoping that Mazda gets what it deserves after that last race. And with 2 minutes 7 seconds and 6:85, it beat it. It's our last qualifier with the Mercedes with the Group 4 is in second to last place. So here's our starting grid for today's race. So in first place, it's none other than the Porsche 962 C88, the Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT312 car is in second. Third place is the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 2018. Fourth place is the BMW M3 GT 2011. Fifth place is the Porsche 911 RSR 99117. Sixth place is the Mercedes AMG GT3 2016 car. Seventh place is the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 2015. Eighth place is the Nissan Skyline Super Silhouette Group 5 1984. Ninth place is the Mercedes AMG GT3 2020 car. 10th place is the McLaren 650S GT3 2015. 11th place is the Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG Group 4. And to finish off the full lineup, it's the Mazda RX Vision G3 concept. Let me first take a screenshot. So we'll see you very soon for the race here at Laggo Maggiore.